What's going on, peeps? It's Wrath here, hanging out today playing some more Idle Heroes. Now, I know today is the merry day of Easter where everyone has things to do, so I won't try to keep you too long today in case you've got family plans or other things you're wanting to get around to. But we do have a couple things left to do here on the free-to-play account. Our Pioneer race did end up coming to a close. We finished 4th. Little sad in my heart, but I'll take it. I was gonna go for a 3, but those top 3 were just a little out of my range. Either way, we've got some scrummins. We got 93. We're not using 93. Don't freak out. We've already used more than we should, but we're gonna use some more. I told you. I told you we'd be back. We're gonna be back, but not for much, right? We got 39 summons to do here. We're gonna pick up our Sylvie copy. Be happy with it, right? Awesome. Got a Sylvie. Peace, homies. And then we're gonna go over here. We're going to replace our Norton Hague into it. We can do that right now. Norton Hague, become a Sylvie. Yep. And there we go. We've got a Sylvie. Nice. That's a copy of Sylvie. Yoinked. That puts us to 5. Once we get the one from Summons, that'll be 6. That's only an E1 Sylvie, so we can't like necessarily just swap Garuda across to a Sylvie, which I don't really want to do anyway yet. I'm probably going to go ahead and take Garuda up to E5 since she'll be my fastest path there. And then probably as I get Sylvie copies, I'll just replace her over down the line when I have enough. That seems to be the initial idea. After we do our summons, we're going to jump over here to the Easter thing and just finish that up, do all the stuff we got to do there. So let's just, how many summons can we do? We can do 20 out of 39. That's not bad. We can just drop a 10 piece, be happy with it, drop another 10 piece, be happy with it. That was an absolute turd sandwich of a drop. Ew. Things you don't love to see, but things that sometimes you do see with your eyeballs and they hurt you. Meep. But it's okay, because I actually think we got one thing we needed there, and that was a forest here. Oh, actually, we can do it 2 ways. I need you as well. Make a 6-star there. That frees up like 11 spaces, and guess what? We can make a little liquor over here. What a weird name. Is it actually still liquor? We'll look at him. We'll look at him. I'm pretty sure it is. I wouldn't think they changed his name. They've changed the way everybody looks, but surely his name is still Liquor. Why can't I see it? It is! Okay, I just clicked the wrong button. Liquor. Okay. Weird name. Why? Or maybe he's a drunk. We don't know. We don't know his life story. Let's not judge, okay? Either way, that frees up plenty of space for our next tin bomb we're going to drop here, which is right now. And then we got 9. Am I going to do 9 individual summons? You bet your sweet booty we're absolutely not going to do that. We're going to be lazy and just click a 10 piece because that's how you're supposed to do it. And we're going to do it. And we did it. And there's our Sylvie. Bam, done, finito, finished. No more summons being dropped today. 53 left. we decimated our stash, but that's okay. We ended up getting 10 back from the event for hitting 50. Boop, claim that out. Plus... yeah, wait. Yeah? I guess it didn't give us the 4-star gear for swapping across. I guess they don't give you the gear requirement if you replace, because they said just profit tree. I don't think did it specify the palace? We'll look. Maybe it says it over here. We'll see. I think it's just giving us our... oh, wait, hold up. It said something about Hero Lot Review. Yes, okay, yeah. So, we didn't get the 4-star gear from that, but we're not supposed to, so it's okay. Either way, we now have 6 little bunny ladies chilling out. We got 1, and then we got 5. E1 potential, E1 not today. We got a long way to go for that. But, with that done, we got an achievement. What is it? 600 4-star heroes, you don't say. That's a lot of heroes. And some gems. Now, on to the Easter portion of the day's events. Boop. We got 44 cloths. That is because we have overdone the heroic summons. You don't need to do 1,000, you only need to do 800. But what does that free us up to do? It frees us up to spend less of our gemages on eggs, because we don't need, you know, to buy every single egg to get 90. We only need 76 cloth, which means we need 38 eggs, right? 38 eggs is 19,000, right? Versus 22.5, we save 3,500 gems. Now, do we waste 200 plus scrolls for that 3,500 gems? Yes, we did. But we got some Sylvies, so it's not a loss. Go ahead and just snag these suckers out. 19,000 gems. I mean, it hurts to say, but yep. Are we going to open these one at a time? No. We're going to open them all at a time, and we're going to see if we get any superb eggs, and if we get any diamond eggs. A diamond egg would be meh, but the odds are low. Let's go ahead and open all these up. Bop, 38 of them suckers hatched. We got one egg? That's awful. Hold up. Hold up. 13.5% chance. It's the most common drop. We got 1 in 38? What the heck? That's awful. That is absolutely egregious what we just witnessed. Ew. Ew. But that's okay. We'll save up all the good RNG for the other account when we start spending our dollars on the relay. The game's like, oh, he's spending money. Here, give him some good luck. Surely that's how it works. Let's begin building our rabbit. Okay, we can make a quiet, a gloomy, or a naughty rabbit. Now, hold up here. I said, if you didn't see this sucker in the other video about how to do the Easter event, now you can see it. And it's going to go away in like 3 seconds because I'm going to look over here at this screen at it as I build my rabbit. Is it going to make a difference in the end? $200 million? Hold up, I don't even care if that's bad. It's not terrible. I mean, yeah, I need gold. I need gold. Who cares what kind of rabbit we're building? And here's the thing. We'll back up. Let's back up. It doesn't really matter. If you build the dookiest tier rabbit, you're not missing out on much. Maybe grab 10 Master's Toolboxes, call it a day, right? Because you're only going to miss out on literally 10 extra of those, or tops 20 if you get a super rabbit, but it doesn't matter. Like, it really does not matter. Step 2, we've got Cores of Transcendence, Glorious Relics, which honestly sounds pretty solid. If we look over here, the cores are 20-20, right? It's 20 for both. Not bad. Glorious Relics are 15-0. At this point in this, I mean, Heroic Scrummins aren't bad either. Let's not be on it bad. That's 10 and -5, so they're not, like, the best. But I feel like Relics being rarer than almost anything else. Cores are great, don't get me wrong, but you cannot buy Relics with gems, to my knowledge, other than in, like, events where you spend copious amounts. So we're going to give this sucker an Easter egg and just take the Relics. That sounds like a smart choice, and it does give us some charm anyway, and that's fine. Okay, so we've got treasure. We got some Awakening suckers. Let's take a look here. Elegant Hat is a 20-20. 20 bonus on each. That's 45. We're pretty much already there to making a charming rabbit who's beautiful and cute. Treasure Train tickets generally aren't bad. This is a stylish hat, so this would be 15 to the good over here. I think the Awakens just make a little bit more sense, especially free to play. I mean, Treasure Train tickets, don't get me wrong, not bad. But we don't get a lot of opportunities to awaken on a free to play. I feel like that's a good choice. We're going to yoink that sucker out. Give it to me. Look at him. He's looking quite dapper. A dapper little rabbit. In this case, I don't really give a flying duke about Star Spawn material. I would much rather have Treasure Train tickets. So regardless of what you give me, I'm taking it. I'm not even going to look. Yep. It was enough. We're at 60 charm. We got a classically handsome rabbit who's charming, and that's great. Over here, we got Origin Shard material. Don't really care about that. Not going to lie. Ain't at that level. Passive skill 1 or passive skill 3. Both of those not great. I just don't want... I mean, can we actually possibly nuke this to the ground? Let's check. I don't think so. I don't think it's possible to nuke this one into the dirt where we actually become below 50 when we finish. What's the better one? Passive skill 3 sometimes has better effects than passive skill 1. Honestly, I think it's mostly a toss-up at this case. I don't even care. We're gonna take 3. We'll assume the later the passive, the better. Let's make ourselves an Abyss-style rabbit. Let's do it. Look at you, looking all cute, looking all happy. We got ourselves a classic rabbit. We got some stuff, we got some things, we got some masks. We're happy. Perfect. What does that give us? We still have 3 superb eggs, which got a 4% chance. All right, so there's a 4% chance we snag something glorious. We're gonna open these suckers one at a time. Diamond egg me, baby. It's all I'm asking. Not it. Not bad, but not it. 2 more chances. Diamond egg, baby. Not it. Not even remotely what we need. but that's okay. Someday, that 50,000 is going to make a difference. Diamond egg. Not even close. All right, no big deal. We just recovered 6 of our heroic scrolls. Could I go back here and buy another 7 eggs? Sure. Am I going to? Absolutely not. They shafted me so hard, my gems remain my gems. So we have 20 of the rabbits. I was debating going all in on discounts, right? Just void, grab some sublimation, and grabbing some more stellar, and just having like 3.75 million stellar and some sublimation material. But here's my thought process. We're really early game right now. We are in nowhere near need of origin material at this current juncture. We're not even remotely close, right? Void material, sure, but I can get enough void material to already V4 here. I pretty much will already have it just doing this, right? This right here is going to get me enough void material to V4 a hero as soon as I have the food available to do it. I don't really need to go further than that, right? I don't need more stellar right now. I can gain that in the months to come on more events. Same with sublimation material. I've got plenty of time to get sublimation material before I actually need it. Whereas mysterious artifacts, we are low on. Now, I am in kind of a tight spot here when it comes to mysterious artifacts because, let's be honest, Garuda is not a super duper long-term unit, right? She's not going to be like super great in later game business. And a lot of the reason I think is because she's so dependent on her team to do everything, right? She's dependent on heroes dying to heal herself. That's really not good in a boss mode where everyone wants to stay alive. She has no form of self-sustain. Not good, right? And if your team's all dying off, the bad thing about that is she needs your teammates to do damage for her follow attacks to do damage. So if she's not doing follow-up attacks, she loses damage anyways. Not great there. Aspen Dungeon, kind of the same issue, where when she's fighting enemies, if they're not dying, she's not healing, and she can just get murked. She has no built-in kind of way to take care of herself. Honestly, I would say, call me insane, call me crazy, I bet you an E5 Valkyrie would outdo an E5 Garuda in the Aspen Dungeon. Like, almost for sure. Especially with Treasure Train. Having like 8 million HP, just HP percent burning the crap out of people. I bet she makes it. Honestly, I think she does. But either way, not important. What artifact are we going to grab? We already have a crown. I grabbed a crown the first time I could get a mysterious artifact because I felt like for Garuda, it was probably the stronger option. And you know what? I'm going to stand by it. I actually think that was probably the better artifact to give Garuda of all the available options for her. And the reason for that is something like Melodic Strings. There's like Melodic Strings. Melodic Strings sucks balls on Garuda. And I'll tell you why. We'll go ahead and select one. I'm going to get one. I know it's bad for Garuda, but we're going to need one later down the line. It has a really nice upgrade when you make it glittery. It goes to giving you like all damage, boosting your all damage dealt, which is great. And then if you take it deific, it goes even more ham, which is awesome. Honestly, a solid artifact for most DPS in the game, just unfortunately not for Garuda. So we're going to go ahead and just cash out here and leave the origin material and the extra stellar on the table. You think that's a terrible idea? Tell me. Tell me that I'm stupid, because I am. But it's okay. I think this was an okay choice. It made sense to me. I liked it. But yeah, we'll go in a moment. Is there anything else over here that a feller needs to be keeping a peepers on? No? 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 No. We're good. Everything pretty much done that a feller needed to do, but let's go take a little quick peek of why I say Melodic Strings is absolute dookie garbage on a Garuda. Because it is, because I'm right. The reason is right here. Her active skill is it's great. 480% damage against 3 enemies. Sure, that's good. But the vast majority of her damage generally comes from these feather blades, right? That's what really just takes people down to death and just nukes people down. The bad thing is she doesn't have any feather blades at the start of a battle. She's just a dude. Just a dude out there on the battle doing absolutely nothing. So if she drops an active skill on round 1, especially if she's your first build, she's your fastest build, right? No one's outspeeding your first build E5 Garuda on your team. Like, what's my next fastest guy? 886. Not even close, right? So she's going to attack first. She's going to throw her ult out and just do 480% damage to 3 enemies. I mean, is that bad? Not really. But it's much better if she just waits a turn and builds up a bunch of feather layers from performing follow-up attacks, people dying, and then she drops this ult and does way more damage than she would if you had an energy artifact on her. The only way you could really justify, in my opinion, an energy artifact is if you had enough demon bells in your team to make sure she had an energy cast on round 2 as well, or if you had a 9-star Ignis that you could guarantee for 100% sure was going to die on round 1 and feed her an active skill for round 2. At that point, I think it would be a pretty good choice, but for the vast majority of people who, if you don't have that already kind of set up built, which you don't have demon bells for sure, but if you have a 9-star Ignis and you can guarantee she dies, maybe it'll still work, but for most people, I just don't think it's going to be that good of a setup. You're probably better with almost any other damaging artifact. Honestly, like an Antlers probably does better, a Punisher Staff probably does better. Honestly, the little Shark Ball probably does better than the melodic strings will. But that's just me. That's just me, and that's just my brain, and that's just how I brain. So I figure this is a fine little meet in the middle. I get attack, I get HP, all damage reduction. It's a fine artifact for now, and I can use it later down the line on anybody that I want to, and I don't feel like that's ever going to be bad. Those are not bad stats for something. So that's my choice. We didn't get a great roll here on our Soul Stone. I'm just rolling double attack again. We do have a backup crit stone saved. I'm just kind of messing around betwixt the two to see what I kind of like more. I would say we could test it in Broken Spaces. The only downside is our Broken Spaces boss has crowd control. I think she freezes, I think she silences, so it wouldn't really be necessarily a 1-to-1 comparison to go from the attack to the crit stone. Plus, we're also losing the stats going crit, but I mean, we could run it just to see. Just to see. We could throw a Sylvie in there and see what a 5-star Sylvie's capable of. Think about how they attack. I mean, you obviously want Sigmund to get attacked more than her, because he's going to probably do better damage than you do if I had to take a stab at it. Let's look. What are actually the stats? Sigmund versus Sylvie on his counter damage. 140% attack is damage, and he does the Searing Flame. Not terrible, not terrible. What do you do on a counter attack at 5-star? 150% attack. It's not bad. A little bit of self-heal. Honestly, I say we just run her chilling in the back. She doesn't have like anything on for block anyway. Do I have a block artifact even? Let's be honest, I do. Look at that. You've got 6% block. Welcome to the team, Mrs. 21% block. Alrighty. We'll just do a quick jaunt in. I would say we just skip through round 1 with the pink stone, see the damage, then come back and watch round 2 with the crit stone and see if it actually made a difference. Who do I want to run in here? Is there anybody I would like to change out? I guess I could drop Barton, because I'm not going to stun these guys anyway. The counterattack is something to pay attention to, I guess. We'll just see it like this. I'm not too worried about it. We'll see what happens. I have to pay attention to how I'll watch like a couple of rounds just to see how this lady attacks with active skills. I don't know if she's going to like freeze backline enemies or something, so if she does, I need to make sure that my dudes are not in the back line. Like Garuda, mostly. Need to make sure she'd be in front line. So let's see where she drops her active skill eventually. It'll happen. It'll get there. Trust me. I gotta watch it in slow-mo because I'm old. If I go fast, I'll miss it. And then we'll have to do it again. So it's everybody. Doesn't even matter. She might not even freeze. I'll be honest with you, I couldn't tell you. I couldn't tell you for 100% sure if that's the case. We got defeated. We got defeated at 809 million damage. Honestly, that's not bad. That's not bad. 50 mil coming in from the old Flora. You know what? Pretty decent. You, not so much. But I'll be honest, I didn't expect great things from you. The fact you got out-damaged by a King Barton, I mean, that's a little sad. It's a little sad. Now, does he have faction advantage? Sure. But come on. Come on. That's just weak sauce. All right, so how much HP do you have left? Okay, more than 50. That's all we needed to see. Let's go ahead and pop over here. Swap that old stone over here to a double Kritski and see what kind of DPS difference we get. We had 809 million, correct? Yes. Keeping me honest. I think that's what it was. We did 37% of their life as damage. If we do more than that this time, we will know we've made the correct choice. I'm debating just getting like I can't, if I change anything up, it could change the outcome of the battle's damage. We keep it the same. I'm not worried about maximizing my 5 stars DPS here. Nothing should be different here, even though they're falling lower HP. We don't have like Aspen-based units to do more damage the lower their health gets. So we should be more or less the same, other than the RNG we're dealing with like freezes and silences. We're probably all right, I would guess. So let's see how much. I didn't bring a water back with me. I must be having a stroke. That ain't good. We'll be all right. We only got a little bit left. I'm not going to go too much more after this. I know you guys got stuff to do. I don't want to keep you all day. It do be Easter. Spend time with your families. Enjoy that. If you don't celebrate Easter, I mean, sorry, it wasn't a longer video, I guess. There'll be one tomorrow. Probably. We'll see what happens. But for nowsies, we're going to watch this kind of play out. 6 rounds deep. The only downside of having counter-attacking units is it does take longer to, you know, watch your fights out. Battle music. Not seeing any crazy numbers popping up yet. I mean, that was okay. I saw some crazy numbers, but that's the thing that I was talking about too, is like these little feather blades that she's building up. If you just open up with an active skill, you're not doing almost any damage at all. You want to build up all of those that you possibly can, and then you hit like a freaking truck, and that's how you nuke them to death, and then you get your heals. So, I mean, obviously we're not getting any heals now, but no one's really dying right now. Our Phoenix is doing a good enough job of keeping everybody alive. Now, stage 3 broken spaces, we tried that last month. I don't know if we had an E2 Garuda yet or not. I know we didn't have our treasure train. We surely didn't have treasure train up yet, but we got absolutely dumpstered by broken spaces 3. Just pooped all over me. It wasn't a good time. We are coming up on the end here, round 13. We'll have an active skill start off next round. We'll cut, unless we get frozen or silenced or something. We're not gonna probably. Yeah. Oh, that was hefty. This one's gonna die. There's no way this one survives another round. She is totally toast, for sure. 2 million damage follow-up, though. I mean, honestly, pretty good. She's got more health left than I thought. I mean, she's taken like millions and millions of damage, and she's still alive. But she will die. It's gonna happen. She is dead now. Dead. Called it. I know things. I was saying something, and then I got distracted, and I forgot what I was saying, so oops. I do that. That's just part of getting old. You'll do that. It's gonna happen. You're gonna forget things, lose things, find out the thing you were looking for was in your hand or in your pocket, and be like, ha, uh-oh. But there we go. 849 million damage. Now, to be fair, one round of that, we didn't have a Demon Hunter to smoke on because she'd already died. I would say 50 million damage over the course of 16 rounds is well within the margin of error for us not to have really messed up too much. She did 703 million. I didn't check her last time, to be totally honest with you. I do know that Barton did, what, 17 million last time, I want to say, and she did like 12. So we lost like 13 million damage, but she did 2 million less as well. We lost about 15 million damage between these 3 little nerds. Am I gonna say, hey, Crit Stone definitely better? I mean, the fact that it's a C4 stone and it did pull 50 million more damage, I would say probably duh. Yeah, it makes sense that would be true. But I don't think it's gonna be a big enough deal that it's worth like blowing all of my dust to roll a double Crit Stone on her. I think she'll be just fine where she is. I kind of want to save my dust up, and I kind of want to just smash you to death and try Broken Spaces 3, but we're not going to. We'll save that for another day. But I do kind of want to save my dusts for now, just a little bit, so that I can make 3 C4 stones. Now, I'm not sure if you build a hero stone to C4 and then like alter that hero off, if this will go back down to 1 because you no longer have 2 heroes with a C4 stone, or if you need to have all 3 heroes with a C4 stone first, and then you could just alter them off, get all the dust back, and then move forward. But I do kind of want to pick up this free dust as I can to help, you know, shoot me forward a little faster into getting 3 heroes with the 3-star soul stones to help me get more dust to eventually go all the way down there. Epic hero selection chest. Not very epic. It stops way back here. There's so many new heroes not included in this. I'm going to call that unepic. All right? not epic chest. For sure. Yeah, we're a long way off of making splendid stuff. Let's not even look at that. But for today, I'm pretty sure that's all I want to do at the event. Let's double check, make sure I'm not overlooking something that was like obvious. Nope. Nice try, but nope. Not going there. We could exchange. Honestly, I don't really want either of those heroes. I'd rather just kind of sit on what I have for now. I've got, what, 7,500? I could buy a Drake to help boss damage. Would that help my boss damage? Honestly, probably quite a bit. I mean, him paired with Sigmund, even at 5-star, would be 100% armor reduction. And then as I got this guy upgraded to 9-star, I could just feed Sigmund off, and I would still have 100% armor break. I am debating picking this guy up, but at the same time, I am quite torn. Because Ignis, I've found out on my other account, man, she's a monster. For just being like a hero that feeds energy and crowd control immunity, she's really nice. And even if she doesn't die, if she stays alive, she still feeds you energy with her active skill. Does she do it at 5-star? Yeah, 30 energy. I mean, it's not a bunch at 5-star. I think at 9, is it 50 at 9 or I don't know. Let's take a quick peek. Let's just look at her for a second. 6-star Ignis has 50 energy, and then we would have, I guess, 10-star Ignis we would look at for the next upgrade to active skill. 100 energy. Wow. And 40% damage reduction. Wow. Honestly, 10-star Ignis sounding kind of like the thing, you know? That would be sick. Just, if she doesn't die, she's just feeding you skill casts anyways. Now, I believe that is going to go to the person who's in forward slot of her. So if I go an energy artifact on Ignis, energy artifact on Garuda, Garuda goes, bam, active skill dropped, building up feathers. Ignis goes, bam, feeding Garuda another energy. Plans are coming together for the very early game. Potentially we go for Ignis here and not Drake. I know Drake looks really cool, and I do want to build him. I am going to build him probably on the other account anyway, but 10-star Ignis seeming like a solid choice. But with that said, I do believe that's going to be it for today. Before we go, of course, wrong button, hit the right button. There we go. We got to thank our members, the people that help with the dollars and support the channel and help me do things. You know, I appreciate that. So we've got our greatest Rathicans. We've got Shaheen and Trippy. We've got our great Rathicans, Lotto DeLizzi and Bellandane. We've got our regular Rathicans, the solid foundational blocks of the community, right? We got 8 names. I'm not gonna look over here. I'm gonna get it from memory. We've got JMV, White Crow, Zanelli, Electric Leaf, Lost Emotions, Kai Churg, and Cosmic. Bam, I still got it. Now, when someone else adds their name to that list, it's gonna mess me up 100%. I'm gonna have to redo everything, and it's gonna mess with my mind. But for now, I got it right, and I appreciate that. It's nice to have an old man brain that works once in a while. But appreciate you guys so much for your support. It helps a ton. It really, really does. It's definitely going to help out when we do our relay event coming up later this week on the Revival account, because we're going to go potentially a little bit ham on that. We'll see. I'm not going to go like $500 ham, but like, I don't know, 130 plus ham? Maybe. We'll see. But that is going to be it for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, don't forget, smash that thumbs up button and show your support, and I will see you guys in the next one.